Hi, I'm Timo from TCK Solar, and in this video I want to talk about the all-electric energy solution. So many people we talk to, they say all-electric energy solution, what is that? In essence, it is running everything off electricity and have no more gas in the game. So therefore, we look at all the parts where normally gas is used. For heating, gas is used, for cooking, for hot water, and sometimes for pool heating. So our challenge was to figure out a way on how we can replace all of them with heat pumps or induction cooktops, etc., to get away from gas. And of course, on new builds, that's a fantastic thing to do. You save, on the one hand, not bringing gas into the property. Of course, then you don't have to pay daily connection charges for gas. And if gas goes through the roof on prices, that doesn't really matter because you don't use it. In essence, it means you can never generate your own gas, but you can create your own electricity. So going to the all-electric energy solution behind me here, the heart of an all-electric energy solution is the switchboard. Everything is still connected, as today, is connected to the switchboard. And from there, the energy is taken to the washing machine, dryer, dishwasher, to the hot water service, to the heat pump for hydronic heating, to the air conditioners, whatever else you've got connected, and if you do have already, to your electric car. So where my design team comes into play is that we, with you together, figure out what we expect the total energy consumption of the house is going to be. And with that knowledge, then we come back with options and say, let's go with this or that system size to generate the same amount of kilowatt hours per year the household is using per year. That's what we are trying to achieve, and sometimes we like to have a bit of extra buffer in it. In our situation, we've got the panels on the roof, and straight behind it we've got the microinverters. So we turn the DC power straight into AC power. That way we can run the cable through the house straight into the switchboard. The other part in this game is, of course, the heat pump for hot water. Is always two components. You've got the heat pump itself, which looks like an air conditioning compressor, and you've got the hot water storage tank. Similar setup you've got if you go for hydronic heating, for underfloor hydronic heating, or radiators, or trench heaters. You've got endless number of options. You always have a buffer tank as well as the heat pump. So then what you can do if you don't have a battery, we install special monitoring devices which enable the customer to look at how much energy am I generating right now, how much is my house using right now, and therefore you can decide on what you turn on. So people with pools, of course, have a big advantage. Pools using a lot of power for the filters, chlorinators, and if you install a heat pump to heat the pool as well. So for those people, looking at it and saying, oh, I'm exporting 4 kilowatts and making sure there's a timer to run all that equipment at that time makes perfect sense. The other option is when you look at that app, your dishwasher, dryer, washing machine, you can do the same thing. Or with the electric car, you come home, you look at how much am I exporting, and you can set the charge rate in the car to make use of that power. The next step after that is if you say, okay, but I do want a battery, I do want to run at night, and I do want my house to continue to operate during a power outage, then fantastic, put a battery in. So we are big fans of the Tesla battery with the backup gateway and the Powerwall 2. So the backup gateway is the brain of the system, whereas the battery is just storing and releasing the energy. So the aim of the battery is to, the moment you start selling power, it starts charging. The moment you start importing power, it releases energy. That's all what the battery does. And that works really well. In that whole concept of all-electric energy solution, we often get asked, can we make it that the hot water only heats when there's excess solar power? Can we make it that appliances turn on when there's excess solar power? Can I only charge my car of excess solar power? In theory, all of that is possible, and we can even make that happen. On the other hand, we are not the biggest advocate of that solution. Once you make everything talk to each other, then one wrong setting and one problem in the whole setup affects everything. So I prefer simple methods. So in this example, if I take my electric car, when I get home and I need to charge the car, I look how much energy I'm exporting into the grid and I set the charge rate to use that. Simple method. If the clouds come around half an hour later and the system produces a lot less than I'm charging with, yes, then buying a little bit of power. But I've got my car charged at the time when I need it. And that's the same with the other equipment, with the hot water, with the heating, and so on. So I recommend going that way. And then looking at this as well is installing batteries. There's a lot of safety regulations around it. Where can I place the battery? Where is it safe? And in case anything goes wrong with it. And we have a lot of fireproofing rules and distances to bedrooms and windows, etc. We need to adhere to. What I find interesting is that a car has got a minimum of 4 of those batteries in it, but there is no rule yet to fireproof the garage. So my recommendation to everyone building a new place is make sure you fireproof the garage. And the second benefit of fireproofing the garage is that if your switchboard is in the garage, and even if it's not, but ideally it is in the garage, then the battery can also easily be installed in the garage without having extra fireproofing requirements. If you'd like to learn more about the all-electric energy solutions and find out how this can be applied to your new build or existing home, please get in touch with us or email us a copy of your plans or power bill so that my design team can come up with a first draft of solutions for you.